EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
And the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And able to get this out to the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Vic now. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 more there and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Forced out to his left. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Again, it's Johnson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Let's go now.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Henry up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How far to get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Now it's Jackson. Caught by Jones. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson now. Out to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Come on. Hey.
Draw play. This is Henry. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now here's Vick. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
There's Michael Vick. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Vick steps away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right.
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On play action, Vick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti-Te'o. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, Was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. Gets through and now an opening. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now a handoff to Henry. Fights through and now a crease. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Make that kick!
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, nice move. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On the counter is Henry. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And 3 more. Let the kicker, guys. Give me some time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Come on, D. Tighten up. Play your position. Oh, big D. Right now, D. Let's shut him down.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Vic to throw it. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Vic readies to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they got any chance, they needed a touchdown. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throw right side taken by Sanders.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Henry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And the busy night for Henry continues. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far.